Alright, quick Colorado Weller update. This is a supply and demand story. What surprised me was not that Weller 107 moved fast in week 1. That part made sense. Bottles hit shelves, people grabbed them, same old story. What surprised me was week 2. More stores got Weller 107 than I expected, and honestly, I think more stores got more than they expected as well. Once those second wave deliveries started hitting, availability went up and prices started coming down. That's the key point. When supply expands faster than the market expects, the scarcity story starts to break. And once that scarcity story breaks, price starts correcting. I'm now seeing 107 sitting in places that would have sold out immediately before. I'm seeing stores trying to move it for as low as $60. And for me, that's crazy because this is my desert island bottle. I can walk into stores now and buy it like it's normal. And it's not just 107. I'm seeing local Facebook groups starting to unload CYPB and Weller single barrel. I'm seeing stores slowly drop Weller prices in general. And I'm also noticing something else that matters a lot. You can now find a lot of these hard to get bottles cheaper online from shipping states like California than what some local stores are asking for in person. This should tell you that this is not just a local fluke. This looks like a broader pricing correction, especially in the lower tier and mid-tier allocated bourbon space. And I think what we're seeing is the market splitting into tiers. The lower tier allocations and the more attainable allocated bottles are getting hit first with bigger price drops. Why? Because more people have access, more stores have product, and local flippers are now competing with each other to unload before prices slide even more. Meanwhile, the top tier stuff like Pt.2 and Pappy, and some of the harder to find limited releases like Jack Daniel's Tenured Hill and 14 Year are seeing smaller corrections. Prices might soften a little, but they are not falling the same way. Why? Because those bottles still have the strongest combo of low supply, status, and national demand. So what does this mean long term? And this is just me speculating, but I think it matters. I think bourbon pricing is going to get more rational in the middle. Not cheap everywhere, not MSRP paradise, but more rational. I think stores that rely on inflated pricing for lower tier allocated bottles are going to have a harder time moving inventory. And the stores that price fairly, move volume, and build loyalty are going to win. For local stores, this means strategy matters more now. You can't just slap a crazy price on anything with a Weller label and expect it to disappear. For flippers, I think local margins get squeezed hard. A lot of people are going to race to unload the same bottles at the same time. For national resellers, there may be some opportunity if they're willing to do the work, ship a lot, and play the spread. But even there, if more supply keeps showing up, those margins tighten too. My big takeaway is this: bourbon isn't necessarily crashing, but the hype tax, especially on lower tier allocated bottles, is finally getting pressure tested. And if this trend keeps going, I think foolproof is probably the next domino to fall. What are you seeing in your area right now? Are lower tier allocated bottles dropping while BTAC and Pappy stay mostly sticky? Let me know in the comments below.